Thanks for your support as a channel member, Justin Inakaitis. One race remains in Season 4 with AHGP, but our car doesn't look like it's going to be very well suited to the Sao Paulo circuit. Can we defy expectations one more time and reach the podium again? Hello folks, and welcome to a brand new episode of F1 Manager Create a Team with AHGP. We are getting ready for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Actually, let's give it its proper name, the Brazilian Grand Prix. And heading into Sao Paulo, we have tied up third place in the Constructors' Championship. Let's get straight into how we've managed to achieve that. So, Las Vegas, we managed to put ourselves on the podium with Lewis Hamilton when actually we probably should have won it. We kept ourselves in the fight. And then on the final straight, as you'll see now, we actually took the lead. But we took it too early and everyone else got DRS, which meant we got dropped to third. Piastri and Behrman getting past us, and that was the nail in the hopes of beating Red Bull for second. Talking of Oliver Behrman, he went on to win his first race of the season with Mercedes in Mexico. So he got the W before Justin, sadly. And we didn't make it to the podium that day, although we had locked out the front row. Lewis Hamilton and Pulse Potato coming home 4th and 5th on that afternoon. Kimi Antonelli's third place, now giving him the Drivers' Championship lead by just 2 points. So we'll need to keep an eye out on the Ferraris today to see where they end up and who becomes world champion. We are safely secured in 7th with Pulse Potato. He's not moving from there, but Lewis Hamilton could beat one or both of the Red Bulls depending on how their day goes, and he could potentially finish as high as 4th in the drivers. We've sewn up 3rd thanks to 22 points in Mexico. Aston Martin having a dismal second half of the season. We've won less races. We've got an extra podium, but we are definitely on the ups as far as it goes with team performance. RB and Haas yet to score this season. Wow. So let's crack on with the Brazilian Grand Prix. We don't look like we're going to have a very good time of it, but for Vegas we had the slowest car. We were a tractor in a straight line. So I think with the corners here, the speeds of the corners, they'll suit our car a little bit more. We should be maybe challenging for a podium. So let's get into that, see how it goes. Right, we've made it through to the third part of qualifying. It's been a wet session and we're joined by Pourchaire, Norris, Behrman, Verstappen, Ocon, Antonelli, Piastri and Leclerc. Sadly, Justin didn't make it. He had an accident in Q2 and didn't come back out again. So we will crack on with Q3. It's now very wet. So let's see what the weather has in store for us. It's not been sort of predictable. It's been up and down. It's going to dry out a little bit. Will that be inters? Will that be wets? Who knows? Right, let's go out and get a time on the board and see what the weather does, basically. Final corner for Lewis Hamilton on his first flying lap in Q3. The track hasn't got any drier, that's for certain. He goes fastest by half a second from Leclerc. Pulse Potato slots in between them, and Lewis fastest in all sectors at the moment. And he's putting his rain skills to good use, is the multiple world champion. Hopefully we'll be having him in a position to fight for a world championship next season in season 5. Pourchaire currently the fastest of anybody. The track beginning to dry up a little bit. Will it get to intermediates? That is the question. I'm going to put a set on just to be ready because it looks like it's heading that way. What's the graph saying? It could be inters. Will it be inters? It will be inters. We've got a yellow flag. Someone went off the track, but that's fine. We will put intermediates on for our final run. I'm guessing everybody else will do the same. Right, we've gone early and we're going for 2 laps in the rain. It doesn't look like anybody else is coming out at the moment. This is what happened in Mexico. We had a wet session in qualifying. The AI did 1 lap and then decided that was it. and we basically went, I think we went out on softs in that session, or inters in very drying conditions, and got the pole position. I think we're going to do exactly the same again here. Where's the sector times? We are miles faster in the first sector. 21.5 for Lewis Hamilton, 21.6 for Pulse Potato. We will get a second run as well. How are the middle sectors shaping up? 38.3 for Lewis, matched by Pulse Potato, but not faster by a minimal amount. Here comes Lewis Hamilton across the line. He'll surely go fastest. He does. There he goes. Pulse Potato second fastest. There's a 10th in it, and no one else is on the track to deny us. We're going for pole position. It's a private battle here. It's literally a 1v1, and well, they're not improving in the first sector. Are they running out of battery? Are the tyres getting too hot? Perhaps. That might be it. I mean, it is pretty wet still. They shouldn't be overheating a huge amount. What does the middle sector say? Is it an improvement? No. It's not an improvement, but I'm sure we're going to lock out the front row here. Hamilton across the line then. He's on pole position. Pulse Potato settles for second. It was the other way around last time out in Mexico. Pulse Potato getting pole position. But Lewis Hamilton will start from the front of the grid for AHGP for the first time, I think, perhaps. Can't remember if he's got another pole position. Been a long season. So we will start the final race from the front. Let's see if we can convert it into a victory. Two slightly different strategies for our drivers today, but they're essentially the same but in reverse. So Lewis is going to start on softs, switch to hards, go to mediums to finish, and Pulse Potato is going to start on mediums, go to hards, and finish on softs. They've both been underfueled by a few laps, and I think we are ready to race. Hopefully we can get this 1-2 position onto the podium. Whether we're first and second still, I'm not quite sure if that'll be the case, but we really do want to win the race today. Also, we're going to keep an eye out on the World Championship picture. I can't remember where Verstappen and Antonelli are starting, but let's find out as we go to the grid for the final time in Season 4. The sun is shining, the rain has abated, the lights are coming on. 5 are illuminated. The lights are out, the race is on. It looks like a decent start from Pulse Potato. Bad start from Lewis Hamilton. And Pulse Potato looks like he's moving into the lead. Hamilton going around the outside. It's dangerous stuff here at AHGP. And our drivers have successfully navigated the first corner. Antonelli is now right in front of his teammate. We'll keep an eye on the Scuderias as they contest the World Championship. That's Porsche having a look down the inside of Lewis Hamilton. Sorry, Pulse Potato even. No, thank you, Teo. And Pulse Potato, do we want you attacking right now? Probably not. Probably not. Oh, we've got a red flag. We have a red flag and we have Liam Lawson. They're not even in sight. They're not. I can't even see them. Where's Vesti? Can't even see him. Where are they? They're over here. Hello, lads. How are we doing? Apparently not well. That's how they're doing. Yeah. That ain't good, is it? Dramatic start to the race here in Sao Paulo. We are first and third, but Oliver Behrman has just got in between our drivers. Session suspended. There's Lewis still leading the race. Let's see what happened between these two. They're going to make contact and then just slide into the barrier. Yep, there they go. Destruction of the cars. Lovely stuff. Red flags out. Race stopped. I'm just having a look at the strategy and I'm thinking we go medium, hard with Lewis. Because we've got 2 sets of hards there. We've also got another set of softs. So at least if we switch to the mediums, they can take us into the race. Pulse Potato probably has to switch to the hards. He's also got 2 sets of hard tyres available, so I think we'll use those. Let's do that, and then at least we've got fresh softs to switch back to. Hardly used mediums for Pulse Potato, so we can use those later if we wish. But Lewis can't afford a bad start this time because a Mercedes will be up his inside and into the lead. A very confident Oliver Behrman on the front row alongside him, and it's actually the former Ferrari Junior who gets the slightly worse start. And we are into the lead with Lewis Hamilton. Let's get everything pushing and going aggressive. Get our speed up and hopefully we will survive this first lap. Hard tyres for Behrman as well, so maybe Hamilton can pull away here on the softer compound, build a gap. Pulse Potato can get into second, hold Behrman back, and then we have all the options. We're already 1.5 seconds in the lead. Great restart from Lewis Hamilton. Well, Hamilton did pull away, but Behrman and Potato have rejoined the battle at the front. We are just managing ourselves to about lap 36 with Lewis, where he'll put on the hard compound tyres, and then it's 2 sets of hards for Pulse Potato to the end from here. Antonelli remains ahead of Verstappen. Verstappen just has to finish ahead of his teammate to win the World Championship, I think. Would that be enough here? 2-point swing? Probably not. Can't remember who's got the most wins, as Hamilton looks to retake the lead of this race. He wants to win this race. He's not yet won for us, which would be a lovely way to sign off the season and lay down a marker of intent for Season 5. Pulse Potato still under orders not to fight his teammate. There's no point because we'll just slow ourselves down. We might as well stay with Behrman, and then we will reap the benefits later on as we have a virtual safety car, and Logan Sargent, of course, is in the wall. Right, virtual safety car is ending. We will surely get DRS on the Mercedes here.
Do this.
Did we just miss it?
DRS has been enabled.
I think we... Yeah, we did. Pulse Potato's got it, but Hamilton's got to run anyway. He'll get DRS this time. Down to turn 4. Decido Delago. Surely down the inside. Here we go. Yes! Through goes Hamilton into the lead of the Grand Prix. And Pulse Potato is hot on Behrman's tail to try and take advantage as well. And there is Hamilton taking the advantage and pulling out quite a gap actually through that move. It was a shame that Pulse Potato couldn't find a way through as well. I'm sure there'll be an opportunity for him in the not too distant future. Right, I've made a couple of decisions to change the strategy here. Lewis Hamilton's going to come into the pit lane in a couple of laps, as is Pulse Potato. Essentially, I'm switching to a 3-stopper. If I show you the sort of 2D angle on this, we're all pretty close together, so we will lose a lot of positions, but we will come out probably in a bit of free air. We'll zoom straight up to the back of them, DRS, and hopefully we'll find a way through. Essentially, what I want to do is be on the back of them when they all stop. They all get out of the way, we crack on, and then we do another stop and we come out and get them all again. That is at least the intention. It could blow up in my face. It could be a very silly thing to do, but I'm giving it a go. Kimi Antonelli is now with us at the front. Pulse Potato has dropped right back actually. He needs to pick up his pace. He's 3.5 seconds off the lead trio. That's not ideal. Lewis needs to push. He's coming in for some hards, and then he'll come to softs later on. Pulse Potato going to another set of hards, which we're going to really attack on, and then he will switch to softs as well. Right, Lewis is in. How many positions will he lose? Probably quite a few. Leclerc's actually in as well. How's the stop? 2 seconds dead. Wonderful stuff. That is great work from the pit crew, and we will pop out. Basically, I said we would be behind Russell. Yeah, that's good news. We will be in 11th place. We'll have some clear air with which to go and attack, and then we can really put the pressure on once they all go into the pit lane. Pulse Potatoes leaving the pit lane now. The other McLaren also came in on the same lap as our car, so yeah, McLaren obviously mimicking our strategy. We lose a position to Leclerc with Pulse Potato, so the undercut is powerful. We should build a nice cushion once everybody goes in for their stops. They're all on aging mediums and hards. We're on tyres that are definitely going to be able to last the distance for now, and then we're going to put on some softs and be really fast at the end. My thinking is that most of them will maybe, well, especially those on the mediums, will put on hards and try and get to the end. What does Pourchaire put on? He's put on hards, so yeah, I think he will be trying to get to the end, and we are going to try and win this race doing something different. All right, Lewis Hamilton is now up to 4th place because Kimi Antonelli has pitted. Is Pos Potato going to be ahead of the Ferrari? No. Oh no, just. Yeah, only just. So, yeah, Antonelli definitely running to the end. So we've got to build a gap on him. But he's going to be quick now, which means we've got some work to do. But we're trying to achieve our goals. It's going to be tricky because obviously Antonelli is very, very good on this game. Hamilton in a good position because he's got, what's that, 9 seconds, 8 seconds of gap on the Ferrari. Pos Potato, his chances have taken a dent because of the time he lost just before we changed the strategy. Hamilton now 12 seconds off the lead, but those two are on old hards and we are basically 2 seconds a lap faster. So that lead won't last long, even if, well, they'll probably pit at the end of this lap anyway. So Pos Potato moves ahead of George Russell. Let's see an overtake. Oh, we're on board for this one. Russell forced off the track. Thanks very much. Crikey, he says. And through goes Potato. I told you he'd be fast. He is he is inevitable, isn't he? Andrea Kimi Antonelli with DRS in the Ferrari down the inside of Pos Potato. We need to build a better car for Pos Potato to take on the Italian driver, who looks like he's heading to a world championship here. Although we've actually just retaken the place in the same fashion, I think, down to turn 4 with DRS as Justin sets the fastest lap in 12th position. Behrman has just pitted for mediums, which he's going to probably take to the end. Hamilton on those hards, and we've still got 31 laps remaining. It's going to be tricky for everyone else to make it on the one more stop that they're doing. The one set of tyres that they've got. We've got another stop to make, so we can push the tyres as much as we like, and it will be absolutely fine. Pos Potato back behind Kimi Antonelli. They're both now up to the rear wing of Charles Leclerc, so this could get tasty. If Leclerc is slow, which he could be, he's killed those tyres. He's going to come in. He could be a problem, actually. He's going to undercut Lewis quite handsomely, although he could get stuck in all this traffic. That could cost him a lot of time. And it's making our way through the traffic later on that's going to be critical, because this lot are all in one big train all the way back to Behrman. So that's going to be the key. We can get through that lot quickly. We'll have a shot at potentially Antonelli and Pourchaire. Hamilton is now under pressure from Andrea Kimi Antonelli. He looks for the inside but doesn't quite get the job done. The Ferrari now swarming all over the back of us. And yeah, we're gonna need to make up an entire pit stop's worth of time to catch the Ferrari. Even with 20 laps to go, that's an ask. Yeah, we're not going to be stopping until... Well, we could bring him in on the next lap, actually. Let's do that. Let's call Lewis in a lap earlier. We're attacking with the tyres. There goes Antonelli. Get Pos Potato in as well. Bring him in on lap 51. As Hamilton looks for the inside. Through goes Hamilton. We're back into the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix. This is a great performance from us, considering everything. I mean, obviously qualifying was helpful. No one else going out in Q3. That meant we had the front row by default, essentially, having done the laps on the Inters. But we haven't fallen back down the order, which shows the car does have pace. Here comes Hamilton to the pit lane. And Pos Potato, let's give him a ring and say, come to the box. 2.4 second stop. Not as quick as it could have been, but still reasonable. And we pop out just behind Justin. Where's Ocon? He is not going to overtake us, so let's get Lewis up to speed. And 15 laps to go. We've not actually caught this train yet, but this is all going to happen quite late. Pos Potato is being held up by Esteban Ocon. We can't shake off the Aston Martin with DRS swapping positions, and yeah, his hopes of a podium are taking a major dent. We should probably attack with the tyres. Let's escape the clutches of the Aston Martin through the middle sector and leave him for dust on those hard tyres. There we go. Job done. How's Hamilton doing? He is now going to get DRS from Justin, and he will take that position. We ride on board with Lewis. And we'll get the position here, I would think. Dude. We need to overtake. Come on. Why didn't you go? This you had the overspeed, he just sat behind him and didn't even look for the overtake. That's so frustrating. Although is Justin quicker than the guys ahead? I don't know. He was a 12.9 last time round. Pulsera 13.6. Yeah, we just matched Antonelli. We're still not past Justin. And we're still... Lewis, for crying out loud, overtake the Mercedes. Please. Okay. Do something ridiculous then. There we go. Well, this strategy really hasn't worked out as I hoped it would. We've not really shaken off Justin. The power of DRS around this circuit is extraordinary, and they're staying with us in the middle sector. We're faster than the leader, but we are some 10 seconds off of him with 6 laps remaining. I don't think we're even going to get close to the podium. If we can reduce that 5-second gap, we'll have a shot. But they're all squabbling it out. Verstappen is looking pretty quick at the moment. He's chasing down his teammate for the World Championship. So in some ways, this is the ending you want to a World Championship, especially when it's 2 teammates there. One's chasing the other down as Hamilton loses a position. Oh no.
You're okay, mate.
Justin, have you just hit Lewis Hamilton? Yes, you have. Let's see. Dive, boom, and contact. Justin goes up and Lewis sneaks back past. How did that happen? No damage, fortunately. I wonder who's going to get the penalty for that. Are we closing in on those ahead? We are. I just don't think we're closing in quickly enough. And Pulse Potato is... Well, this kind of sums up his season, doesn't it? He's quick, and then it just kind of fades away. Alright, we have caught Lando Norris. We've actually passed him, but then he repassed us with DRS. That's the problem we're facing at the moment, is we do pass these guys, but then they're able to stay with us with the DRS, and we're not making a good job of passing them. I said at the start, if we could make our way through them quickly, that would give us an opportunity, but we've really... Lewis, what are you doing? Go for the overtake. Why is he not going for the overtake? Honestly, that's killed us today, is just not getting our way through the traffic. At the front, there is a 4-way scrap for the win, and Antonelli is trying to pass. He has passed Piastri. He's got his teammate right behind him, who has got DRS, I think, and this is the final lap. Antonelli leads. Can Verstappen... Oh my word, he's found a way through. Is Verstappen about to win another World Championship on the final lap? Let's see. He's got DRS. He'll close in on his teammate. Lewis is still not past Norris. Just attack on the tyres, dude. Pulse Potato's now joined this. Yeah, that's fun. Right, the Ferraris. Who is going to be the world champion? Who is going to clinch it? Antonelli has the advantage. Can he hang on to it up the hill? Out of the final corner, Junkau. The Glock corner. Verstappen will have DRS. I don't think he's close enough though. So Kimi Antonelli is going to win the Brazilian Grand Prix and become the world champion. There it is. He achieves the potential. We do not. Pulse Potato has just mugged Justin up the hill for P8. From the front row to 7th and 8th, we can only say that was a failure, to be honest. Yeah, we failed to win the race. And Ferrari, well, they've just been the team to beat all season. So I suppose this sums the season up in a nutshell. Well, there you are. Kimi Antonelli wins again. He's had a stupendous second half of the season. He wins the World Championship by 9 points. 12 wins to Max Verstappen's 7. That's mightily impressive stuff. And Lewis Hamilton does pick up P5 in the Drivers' Championship, edging out Carlos Sainz by virtue of... what? Maybe he has more second places. than Carlos, because Carlos actually has 10 podiums. Pulse Potato in 7th. We end up the season in 3rd in the Constructors. So we won't have the first garage in the pit lane next season. We won't have the gold shark either on the team logo. But we will be back, and we will be gunning for Ferrari and Red Bull and aiming to take them down with a new car that is going to be mighty fast, hopefully, and we can start winning races from the off. So that brings the curtain down on Season 4 with AHGP. We will return to Season 5 soon, but I might take a little bit of a break from the save. I know 4 seasons is quite a lot to get through. So yeah, we will return to AHGP in the future. But for now, though, I'll see you in the next episode. You're the best fans. Bye for now.